Marcus Buckingham. First, break all the rules, what the world's greatest managers do differently. Discover the true essence of management with the insightful book summary of First, Break All the Rules, written by Marcus Buckingham. Explore the recipe for creating high-performing workplaces with satisfied employees, understanding their unique talents, and the pivotal role managers play in transforming these talents into a sustainable success. In this summary, you'll gain valuable knowledge on how to build and maintain loyal customer bases, as well as the distinct differences between leaders and managers. Furthermore, you will learn about developing unique management techniques that cater to employees' talents and adapt to various work environments.
Building high-performing workplaces. To achieve long-lasting growth, companies must focus on building strong, high-performing workplaces by ensuring employee satisfaction. A satisfied workforce contributes to a sustainable revenue stream by fostering a loyal customer base, increasing productivity, minimizing energy wastage, and encouraging cost-saving negotiations. Such employees are also more likely to remain with the company and provide friendly customer service. By prioritizing employee satisfaction, businesses can create the strong foundations required for consistent, high-impact performance that leads to enduring success. Managers, key to employee satisfaction. A crucial aspect of a thriving business lies in the satisfaction of its employees, and the key to that satisfaction is the role of a manager. Managers are tasked with shaping employees' work environment and cultivating an atmosphere that contributes to their contentment. The significance of a manager's influence is greater than company policies, as they convert the work ethos into practical applications. Managers play a direct role in setting precise goals for employees, navigating changing company strategies, and facilitating a sense of purpose and self-expression within the workplace. Employees find contentment in a positive work environment, and it all starts with the manager. Tasked with the responsibility of defining the workplace atmosphere, managers have a remarkable impact on their employees' satisfaction. In fact, a manager's role often has a more profound influence on employee well-being than the overall policies and procedures of the company. Managers undertaking the crucial function of translating the company's work ethos into tangible practices and guidelines are pivotal in ensuring employee satisfaction. One example of this includes shifting company strategies towards making their product the industry standard instead of merely producing innovative products. A sales manager can contribute to this transformation by encouraging their sales team to emphasize the compatibility of their product with other devices. Moreover, managers who are well acquainted with, trust, and invest in their employees can offset the burden of company regulations that may be unfavorable to workers. As an example, a manager at a media company devised a new job position for high-performing designers, allowing them to continue their craft while sharing insights with newcomers. This strategy created a managerial role, thus circumventing a regulation that prevented designers from receiving pay raises unless they obtained a higher position. In summary, managers hold essential roles in creating employee satisfaction by turning the workplace into more than just a means of income. While adequate pay is significant, what truly matters most to employees is a work environment that fosters personal growth, a sense of purpose, and opportunities for self-expression. Mastering the art of management. Great managers aren't necessarily great leaders. Their job is about looking inward, focusing on existing resources and nurturing employee performance. These mediators facilitate the relationship between the company's goals and employees' needs, creating a productive and supportive workplace atmosphere. As catalysts, managers bring everything together, aligning the needs of both sides to achieve success. By identifying and nurturing employees' unique talents, they ensure their teams remain efficient, productive, and motivated. The essence of great management involves delving beyond generic management principles and understanding that management is distinct from leadership. While leaders have a visionary, future-oriented outlook, great managers excel at empathy, focusing on the people they work with and nurturing their performance. A manager's key role is to act as a mediator, balancing the demands of the company with the well-being and individual needs of employees. This is achieved by cultivating a supportive working environment where the team feels valued, and economic targets can be met. In essence, managers are the catalysts of workplace advancement, sparking the perfect balance between corporate interests and employee performance. Their core responsibility is to find, develop, and retain talented employees, ensuring the company not only prospers but excels through effective management strategies. Unleashing unique talents. Great managers recognize that every individual is unique, possessing distinct talents and non-talents that are developed from an early age. By understanding and embracing these differences, managers can maximize the potential of their teams and create a more productive work environment. At the heart of effective management lies the understanding that every person is unique, with their own way of thinking, relating to the world, and being motivated. This individuality stems from the development of synaptic connections in the brain during the first 15 years of life, a process that shapes each person's mind in a highly specialized manner. Crucial to this understanding is the concept of talents and non-talents. Talents should not be seen as extraordinary abilities exclusive to gifted individuals, such as Mozart or Einstein. Instead, talents are recurring patterns of thought, feeling, or behavior that can be productively applied. For instance, someone who is naturally outgoing possesses a talent ideally suited for sales. On the other hand, non-talents refer to a lack of such recurring patterns, like a person who struggles with organization but still manages to meet deadlines. Talents can be grouped into three categories: striving, thinking, and relating. Striving talents determine a person's motivation, such as competitiveness, driving them to outperform others. Thinking talents shape an individual's approach to mental work, whether it be through intense focus or maintaining open options. Relating talents, meanwhile, govern communication habits, like confronting or avoiding confrontation, which can impact the work environment. Contrary to popular belief, people cannot become anything they desire. However, everyone possesses a unique set of talents that great managers are adept at identifying and cultivating. By acknowledging and valuing these differences, managers create a more productive and harmonious workplace, maximizing the potential of their teams. Unleashing employee talents. Exceptional management focuses on identifying and leveraging employees' unique talents to optimize their job performance. By embracing individuality, managers create a thriving work environment where employees excel at their roles. To utilize natural talents effectively, managers should select for talent, define desired outcomes, focus on individual strengths, and ensure the right fit. Each individual possesses a distinct set of innate talents that significantly influence their job performance. While experience contributes to growth, it's an employee's inherent abilities that determine their true potential. To maximize performance, it's crucial that an individual's talents align with their job demands. Take, for example, the role of a nurse. Although administering injections becomes easier with practice, a nurse lacking empathy may struggle to connect with patients, which is vital in healthcare. In this case, their non-talent becomes a weakness hindering their success. So, how can managers handle the reality of diverse employee talents? By capitalizing on them. Exceptional management emphasizes recognizing and harnessing people's natural abilities. Managers must implement techniques that encourage employees to develop and utilize their unique talents, rather than force them into a one-size-fits-all mold. In addition to exploiting the unique skills employees possess, great managers address non-talents by preventing them from developing into weaknesses. This dual approach of embracing strengths and mitigating potential drawbacks boosts overall team performance. To effectively use natural talents, managers can follow these four guidelines. 1. Select for talent. Hire individuals with innate abilities that match job requirements. 2. Define the right outcomes. Clearly communicate expectations and desired results. 3. Focus on strength. Nurture employees' natural talents and provide opportunities for growth. 4. Find the right fit. Ensure employees' skills align with their roles, leading to personal satisfaction and increased performance. Truly exceptional managers understand the importance of individual talents, adopting organizational strategies that harness these abilities for company success. In the following discussion, we'll explore techniques based on this insightful approach, including effective employee selection. Spotting the right talents. Finding the right employees who match a company's needs and culture is essential for performance. Great managers identify the specific talent categories required for each position, considering the company's ethos and the team's composition. They also conduct job interviews that allow candidates to reveal their personalities through open-ended questions and considering top-of-mind responses, ensuring they hire the best-suited talents for the job. To achieve remarkable performance, it's critical for managers to select employees whose talents align with the company's demands. This involves recognizing the required talent categories, such as striving, thinking, and relating, for each position while taking into account the company's culture and the team the new employee will join. In order to strike the right balance within a team, a great manager identifies distinct roles within the group. For instance, if a team comprises individuals avoiding confrontation, the manager may seek an employee with a talent for addressing underlying issues. During the interview process, great managers create an environment where candidates can reveal their true personalities. By avoiding stress-inducing situations, hasty judgments, and superficial evaluations, managers can better understand a candidate's potential and identify whether their talents suit the position. It's crucial to remember that while performing under stress might be vital for certain jobs, it's not a necessary attribute for others, and focusing only on this aspect could overshadow other fitting qualities. Utilizing open-ended questions in the interview process encourages candidates to provide personal answers. Great managers pay attention to specific, top-of-mind responses, as these indicate a more authentic and personal insight into the candidate's character. In essence, the key to success lies in managers selecting employees with the most appropriate mix of talents for the specific tasks at hand. This will contribute to a harmonious, efficient, and high-achieving workplace. Rethinking conventional career paths. Traditional career paths pose several challenges as they don't always align with employees' talents and abilities. Top-notch managers recognize these flaws and restructure career progression by developing alternative routes tailored to individual strengths. By implementing graded achievement levels, broad-banding pay structures, and spreading prestige equitably, great managers create an environment where employees can excel and make career choices based on their innate abilities rather than just climbing the imaginary ladder. In many organizations, career progression follows a conventional path often riddled with flaws. A glaring issue is that excelling in one role doesn't guarantee success in a higher position. Furthermore, prestige is mostly limited to those who reach higher rungs on the ladder, igniting competition and conflict among coworkers. This conventional system also wrongly emphasizes gaining marketable experiences to climb the ladder, rather than focusing on a person's innate abilities. Remarkable managers are aware of these pitfalls and rethink career paths by fostering alternative routes that align with individual talents. Such managers aim to create an environment where money and prestige are distributed evenly throughout the company. Consequently, employees are empowered to make career choices that resonate with their inherent abilities. One useful technique involves defining graded levels of achievement, used in many law firms, where promotions significantly impact prestige and salary, but have no bearing on the nature of the work. This way, employees concentrate on excelling in their current roles instead of chasing promotions primarily for pay and status. Another progressive approach involves broadbanding the pay structure, where the upper limit of a lower-level position overlaps with the lower limit of the position above. This method ensures that high-performing employees in lower-level roles reap greater financial rewards than their less competent counterparts in higher positions. In summary, exceptional managers reject conventional career paths and their flawed assumptions. Instead, they create tailored opportunities for employees to excel in their careers, ensuring the best use of their natural talents and abilities. Remote control management. Outstanding managers recognize that they have limited direct control over their employees' work. Instead of attempting to dictate every detail, they focus on defining the desired performance outcomes and allowing employees to find their unique path to achieve those objectives. This approach fosters efficiency, encourages personal responsibility, attracts responsible employees, and helps individuals discover their talents by letting them explore and navigate the best way to reach goals without strict instructions on how to achieve them. In the end, the essential factor is obtaining the desired outcome while nurturing a positive, empowering work environment. Outstanding managers understand that their control over employees is limited, and they don't perform the tasks that lead to desired results. Instead, they work to motivate and guide their employees toward success. They utilize a remote control approach, concentrating on outlining the expected performance results and then trusting the employees to find their way to achieve those outcomes. Rigidity often hinders the achievement of goals, as there's no one-size-fits-all formula for success. Instead of imposing strict rules, exemplary managers define the outcomes they want to see, enabling employees to adopt a working style that suits them best. The benefits of this approach are manifold. Firstly, it's efficient. Managers don't waste time prescribing and enforcing specific working styles. Secondly, it promotes a sense of responsibility among employees, attracting responsible team members who are motivated to achieve without being micromanaged. This results in a work environment where employees feel empowered to move towards their goals without constant oversight. Furthermore, this empowering approach enables employees to become more self-aware and discover their talents. By allowing them the freedom to explore their strengths and adapt to their unique work styles, managers nurture individual growth and, consequently, the team's overall success. Ultimately, great managers understand that they don't need to prescribe a rigid path for obtaining desired results. The most crucial aspect is reaching the defined outcomes while simultaneously fostering an encouraging and empowering environment that promotes both individual and collective achievement. Balancing rules and individuality. Great managers recognize that employees need a balance of freedom and adherence to specific rules in the workplace. Rules regarding accuracy, safety, and industry standards must always be followed to maintain legitimacy and ensure customer satisfaction. These rules create a minimum baseline for performance, with accuracy and availability as basic factors. However, allowing employees to showcase and develop their unique talents can further enhance customer satisfaction and turn it into an exceptional experience. A fine balance between rules and individuality is essential for ensuring maximum employee potential and overall customer satisfaction. Unleashing employee excellence. Great managers foster successful personal relationships with their employees to help them grow and achieve their full potential. By understanding the talents and life circumstances of their best employees, managers can provide appropriate motivation and rewards that resonate. Instead of learning from past mistakes or average employees, managers should focus on understanding the reasons behind the accomplishments of outstanding employees. This approach allows managers to create strategic goals based on excellence, rather than settling for mediocrity, ultimately leading to a more productive and successful workforce. When great managers nurture personal relationships with employees, they pave the way for their development and success. Understanding what is important and unique about each employee enables managers to motivate and reward them in a meaningful way. Avoid rewarding a diligent but introverted employee with an overly public display of appreciation, as it may cause discomfort or be perceived as insincere. In their quest to improve employee performance, great managers shift their focus to exceptional employees, steering clear of past mistakes or settling for mediocrity. Learning from mistakes can mislead, resulting in incorrect assumptions. For instance, observing overwhelmed nurses might lead to the conclusion that forming emotional relationships with patients is detrimental. However, the real issue lies in observing underperforming nurses whose ability to connect emotionally could be misdirected. Furthermore, centering business objectives on average employee performance risks underestimating potential success. Managers should instead study their exemplary employees to determine the foundations of excellence. For instance, understanding that excellent nurses maintain appropriate relationships with their patients can illuminate the best practices in caregiving. Analogously, acknowledging that outstanding employees perpetually raise the bar informs managers that performance can continually be enhanced. In conclusion, valuing and learning from high-performing employees not only helps them thrive but also equips managers with the knowledge to foster excellence, driving overall success and productivity in the workforce. Mastering performance management. Exceptional managers concentrate on performance and swiftly address any below-par results. Rather than jumping to conclusions, they analyze the situation, questioning if the issue is due to a lack of teachable skills, knowledge, or their own management. If an employee's non-talent is the cause, great managers attempt to manage around it by providing support systems or complementary team members. However, if the non-talent reveals itself as a critical weakness, they won't hesitate to make the tough decision to let the employee go, acknowledging that the individual's talents may be better suited elsewhere. Ultimately, successful managers take responsibility for any casting mistakes, rather than blaming the employee.
In conclusion, first, Break All the Rules challenges conventional wisdom and presents a fresh perspective on successful management. By understanding the uniqueness of each employee and leveraging their individual talents while managing around their non-talents, managers can build powerhouse teams that consistently deliver high performance. Addressing and prioritizing employee satisfaction is a major factor in achieving long-term business success. The role of a manager is to be a catalyst in fostering this success, transforming the workplace into a hub of productivity by nurturing and capitalizing on the strengths of their employees. Remember to find the right balance between enforcing essential rules and allowing employees to express their talents, ensuring both satisfaction and outstanding outcomes.